We're a huge fan of the growth that we've seen for Triller from an international presence. Last year, we saw massive growth in the Asia and India. We've seen growth in Africa, and our focus in 2021 is definitely expanding that into other territories, including Asia, which is the greater Korea side, Southeast Asia, Hong Kong, Japan, and we've been very lucky and fortunate to find great investors as well as partners in these regions that will help us really compile a great launch pad into these markets as well. So as we mentioned, we found both Kakao as well as YG Entertainment, two of the largest tech conglomerates in Korea that have deep footholds into the Asian territory, both from an entertainment perspective with YG Entertainment and their Blackpink owner, and obviously if you know how well Blackpink has done from an international presence, we're very much looking forward to working with them to expand that into other territories as well.
No need to say. I mean, obviously, Blackpink, I mean, you brought it on. And of course, Kakao and YG Entertainment certainly sounds like an exciting partnership idea. How will that exactly look like at this point? And what kind of points about Triller do you think that Korean investors find attractive?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I think what attracted a lot of the investors to what we're doing is that this is something that I think from an Asian short form perspective is much more mature than the US side, right? So you have the obvious ones like TikTok or Douyin, as it's called in Asia, as well as Kuaishou out of China that have really dominated the marketplace. So for a US-based company that really think about this from an international perspective, we have tons of opportunities to really tackle something that showcases the content that creators can create using our product, as well as the exposure that could get from an international perspective. Obviously, Kakao is really well-respected tech company, along with their footprint into messaging and other factors. We are working with them pretty closely on a lot of projects that we'll be able to announce soon, and how we would plan to utilize both their success as well as what we see as our creation tools that are unique to us, but also bringing that exposure from an international audience perspective to the local markets.
So you brought in more than 100 million US dollars in terms of the top line revenue last year. You're looking to double that this year, but it's really about, when it comes to services that you provide, it's really about how users are staying with you, how active they are. There were some disputes about your MAU numbers. Can you sort of set the record straight and elaborate?
Sure. On those points, we're actually working with data verification companies like Nielsen as well as Comscore to provide an accurate verified source. And we're working with them on, again, releasing those numbers in due time. But for us, we really look at this from a global perspective, and not just user growth from a monthly active unique, but a total subscriber amount, which is more akin to our business model, right? As we mentioned, we did over 100 million last year, really around live events like the Mike Tyson pay-per-view event that became the 8th largest pay-per-view event in history. For a company that's relatively young, who hasn't done that in the past, it showcased our ability to monetize our user base using live events, as well as targeting a new segment of users that generally hasn't been done before. So for us, we think of ourselves more akin to, say, a Live Nation or an MTV for the digital generation than anything else.